If you look at something like Palmer, I mean, can you imagine Arsenal letting something like that go?
Yeah, I give
City have let him go.
What's that boy saying?
Some of the Arsenal fans weep him were the ones that actually expected so much from him. I'm okay with what he's given, what he gave last season. I mean, a player coming back from injury is not. And people always think, you have age, so he's young, so he should heal fast. But then you heal down here sometimes,
Guys, and I think I leave it at that. So let's go to transfers before we use all the time to talk about Gyökeres and Gyokeres scoring goals for us.
It's not even about who we're bringing. Now that you want to go to transfers, yeah, we've gone to the market, right? It's not about who we're bringing.
Let me ask you this: we've brought in Calafiori, and there's a talk about Moreno and Victor Close there. I don't know how to say that.
Gyokeres.
These two guys. And if these two guys come in with Calafiori, do you think Arsenal is equipped now to win the league, or would you have preferred a different combo of incomings to help Arsenal win the league?
I want to say something. I am very excited about the new people, especially for Calafiori. Okay. At least for the first time in how many years we have somebody in the team with nice hair, long hair, that he can be talking behind his ears anytime he wants.
This is why I see the trouble every day. Trouble just comes.
Do you know how many times
he talks
his hair behind his ear?
This guy Chama came here at the beginning of last season and was tossing Kahavan, and maybe that's why he didn't score enough goals.
No, that is not it. There's so much work to do, but I think he's a very beautiful player. He's a beautiful man, but he should know that in Arsenal, we don't have time to talk our hair 20 times in 10 minutes before, we mean business. But that's not what we're talking about. So I'm very excited about all the incomings and everything that are going to add. I am not being proud, but I'm trying to tell you that, just like what Richard was trying to tell you, Reggie, if we had guys to do that goals, we would have just done everything. Whoever is coming or whoever is going, even the way we're set up last season, if only Charlie would just be fit, Thomas Partey. Just and the way we were set up, the way we did last season, the way we were up there. Okay, yeah, fine. What's his name? Saliba, of course. We're hoping that, he doesn't get injured. And last season was very beautiful. He was fine. He was okay. Do you understand? But the incomings, are they going to help me? Well, they're going to help the back. Some of all the boys that came in. But that's not where...
the striker. I'm talking about strikers.
But is he here yet?
I'm not just sure of that. I say if the two of them, him and Moreno, come in, do you think that's enough for Arsenal to win the league?
Well, if Victor gets here, fine. We have somebody who will do the work if he gets here. But as far as I'm concerned, if the guys we already have inside have that finishing ability, you saying that overworking themselves and not having the legs to score, I still don't agree with you. But if they had that sense of finishing, we wouldn't even be rejoicing at men hair. And all of that. But it's okay. It's okay. Fine.
What do you say?
What's interesting to me? I like Marino rather. Although he's played in England before and he didn't tear up any trees. Yeah. But he's done well for
Sociedad.
Sociedad since he's been there, and he did well in the Euros. What I find very interesting is all this talk about Gyokeres is strange to me, because the season before last, he was playing for Coventry City. Do you realize that? Mm-hmm. Sporting Lisbon took a chance on him, and he scored 25, 26 goals in Portugal. Mm-hmm. He didn't do much. Sporting Lisbon were in the, I think they were in the, were they in the Europa League?
Sporting Lisbon, I didn't see them, no.
Now they come on Champions League, then they go back to Europa most of the time.
Exactly. So the point I'm trying to make is that has he really been proven at the highest level? So I'm wondering if it was me, I prefer Marino. I like Marino. He do a lot for that team in terms of his high level. I mean, he's playing at a high level. It's just that I think his age doesn't really fit the profile of people that we bring in because he's already 28. Whereas, so there's a pro and there's a con. As a footballer, I like him.
Well, that's about the age Xhaka was 29. We said the people are saying that we shouldn't have let him.
Yeah, different player.
No. That's a different thing entirely. I'm talking about bringing in somebody at that age. When we brought in Xhaka, he was 23.
Yeah, of course.
So exactly. My thing is, what are you doing now? You're bringing in a player age 28 to play for 3 years.
Well, 4 years. Remember, both of our team are young players. So we're bringing experienced players now to help us. That's the talk. That's not can't continue signing young players. At some point, you need to bring people who are already made.
There's a difference. Sorry,
if you think back last season on the Champions League against Bayern Munich, I think one of the reasons why we lost that game was we didn't have the physical maturity to in some of the draws.
Sonny, do you know that you can buy, which is why back to Madrid, look at the young players they buy. If you look at somebody like Camavinga, if you look at somebody like Tchouaméni, they're much younger than Marino. But are you going to say that Marino is a better? If Tchouaméni was available now, wouldn't you want him in your team rather than Marino? There must be people. There must be people that fit Arsenal's profile of bringing in young players that can do a job, as well as Marino, who's 28. That's my point.
Okay.
I have no problem with Marino. I have no problem, but I'm just saying that the only problem I have is that he's 28.
Okay, let me respond to that. You mentioned Madrid right there. For 2 seasons, Madrid had to force Cruz and Modric, who are supposed to have led that team because of their ages, to stay.
Team builder.
Because they have midwife Camavinga and Tchouaméni to maturity. That's why they're still there.
But they've been there.
What I'm saying is, if he can have a 24-year-old or 25-year-old who is physically developed, but mentally, in terms of reading the game, is he? How many of them are in that field? Xhaka was talking about at 24, 25, he couldn't give us what he gave at 27 because at 23, 24, he wasn't developed mentally. But Xhaka was giving us some rational tackles and causing red cards because he was not mature. So that's what I'm saying. Then if you come back to signing people who are 22, 24, last season, Arsenal went for Caicedo. How much was he called? They called 110 million. Are you going to spend that just to be for your team? So there are so many things that are coming in signing players. We as fans, we say what we want. But like what I used to say, for a transfer to go through, there are 4 parties that have to agree. The player, the agent, the selling club, and the buying club. It takes a lot to find that player who suits what you want and buy it at the price you want to pay for him. So that's the problem. The reason why Arsenal is getting Marino is because, like you mentioned, his age is a little bit on the high. So they know after this season, by next season, nobody's going to pay that kind of money for him. So they let him go. And that's not...
Sonny, even the money is not a lot now. I think they're looking at 25 million pounds.
Yeah, it's not. So tell me one 25-year-old that is developed that can help Arsenal win the league now that you buy at that price. Give me one.
Let me tell you somebody. He's in the England squad. That's Crystal Palace boy. That they bought for 20 million.
It's not proof. He just did it for 1 season. It's not proof. He's talking about proven players. It's not. He didn't even play one game in the Euros for England.
No, he didn't. Exactly. But you see, the truth of the matter is,
I don't trust him now to be a starter in Arsenal to win not the league. No, he can't do that.
Look at how well he played for Crystal Palace. I'm not talking about England now. Look at how well he played for Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Why
you have to? No, Sonny, you have to look at people that have done well in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Because if you look at if you don't, you have situations like Nicola Pepe.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
Calvin Phillips tore it in Leeds United, tore it
But that's true.
in international team. Went to City, can't even get a game.
Yeah.
So
He
sometimes
did.
it's not that straightforward. It's not that easy.
Yeah,
Before these transfers
that's
are
true.
made, clubs really look at certain things. So for me, we as Arsenal fans, between me, you, and Choma, we want Arsenal to win the league this season. We don't want 24-year-old that will wait another 1 season or 2 for him to mature. We don't. We want a player that is ready now. So, and like I said, Camavinga, Tchouaméni still don't command Real Madrid's midfield. They still need a Modric in there to perform.
Camavinga doesn't even play in midfield anymore. He plays at left back.
There's a reason. So that's my point. Yeah, let's try and we really don't justice to this one. Let's talk about Emile Smith-Rowe. He just went to Fulham, and a lot of Arsenal players, fans are crying. I'm not emotional about it. I used to be before, but I mean, if we want the club to win titles, then we should encourage the club sometimes to make some of these difficult decisions. That transfer for me right there has 2 legs to it. Smith-Rowe 3 seasons ago, we were hoping on him and Saka. Somehow injuries, inconsistencies, he has not been able to recreate that form in the last 2 seasons. Now we're talking about winning the league. It looks like, I don't know what it is, why I thought I don't trust him that much anymore. That's 1. 2, selling him financial, like you mentioned, helps Arsenal financial position because he's seen as a 100% profit for the club. It helps our FFP. So, and these are some of the difficult decisions that you have to make. City, as far as EPL is concerned, is a yardstick. When they need to let the player go, they let you go. They don't become emotional about it. The only player I know that they have struggled to keep is KDB, and lately Bernardo Silva. The rest, once you want to go and can make money from it, they let you go. So what do you guys think about Smith-Rowe? As much as I love him, I don't really see anything wrong in letting him go, and I wish that he does well with Fulham. Richard?
Well, I agree with you. You can't be sentimental about these things. And I think what's instructive is it's not like the whole Premier League were beating down Arsenal's door to get it. Look at where he ended up, Fulham.
Exactly.
Fulham are a mid-table Premier League team at best. So, I mean, it's just like, I'm not sorry to see him go. I mean, you could be sentimental about it, that he came to the academy, but so what? I mean, that is, in fact, when you think about it, in the Arsenal first team or the first team squad now, how many players do we have that are sort of integral to the Arsenal cause that have come through the academy? It's only Saka. Currently, it's only Saka. So goodbye, and good luck. I hope it sounds callous, but I hope Nketiah and Reece Nelson soon follow him.
I was going to ask you about those. You already mentioned them. I think those two as well. And having said that, watching this the preseason games we have played so far, is there any of the academy player that you think should be promoted straight away into the first team?
Nwaneri.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Nwaneri.
Yeah, of course, that one is guaranteed. And you have anything to say about Smith-Rowe?
Oh yeah, we're gonna miss him. He's one of the boys that got to Arsenal when he was little. So it's quite it's like sending off your elderly child, sending a child off to college or the university. So it hurts, yeah. Then the university being Fulham, by the way. So, well, just like Richard said,
a poorly rated university.
Exactly. Yeah,
I will not be saying. No, for reals. I think some of the Arsenal fans weeping were the ones that actually expected so much from him. I'm okay with what he's given, what he gave last season. I mean, a player coming back from injury is not And people always think, you have age, so he's young, so he should heal fast. But then you heal down here sometimes, just doesn't come back. So no, I think it's a good marketing strategy, good
Yeah,
call.
because I actually have done some kind of research on this academy player that graduate to the first team. It looks like there are not many, like you just mentioned, there are not many of them that actually make it in those teams that they grow for. I believe that these fans kind of find it difficult to hold them accountable the same way they hold players that are bought in accountable. And I'm beginning to believe that it kind of makes these players don't really push themselves very much to hit their potentials. There are just very few that actually do it. And this is across all clubs, not just Arsenal. Look at the United, look at Sancho. When he's in United, he doesn't do much. When he goes to Dortmund, he's doing it because he knows that he has to put himself there. Look at Rashford. Rashford has been in United now for 7 seasons. If you look at it very well, he has only performed in 2 seasons. When we had to work out, he only performed for Arsenal when it's time to sign a new contract. After that, that's it. Ramsey did the same thing as well. So when you look at some of these players, I'm beginning to feel that maybe clubs should just produce academy players and just sell them off and use the money to bring players. But the players have to come in from outside. Like, if you see the graphics about Calafiori, you can see that he's watching and he's like, wow, there's work to be done here. So you need to prove yourself. But when you carry your bag every day and go to the same school, after a while, you become one of the lords in the school. Nobody can bully you because you have formed relationships with the people in the kitchen, the medics, the manager, and everybody knows you're comfortable around here. There's really nothing to push yourself about. So that's the way I'm going to look at it as well, that maybe a club need to start looking at it that way. Players, like Richard mentioned, Chris Nelson was rated higher than Saka in the academy. He has gone to on loan everywhere. I know that they see the same thing. I was watching him the other day in the preseason. He has all the tricks, but sometimes he plays as if he's a primary school footballer. He loses the ball carelessly. So yeah, Choba, ask Richard to the academy players, is there anyone you have seen the preseason apart from Waneri that should be pushed to the first team?
Originally, I think academies usually are wearing grounds for footballers, by the way. Academies like, it's like
a
basic one, class where you put everybody together, read and. Most academies these days, speaking for some of the ones down here, what they do is just to get good players, build them up and sell them off. Hardly do you see many players from, an academy become the head boys in the senior team. Do you understand? It's hard. It's not, I think it could be the system, if you ask me. It could be the system or the personality. I don't know, but if it doesn't hurt me, I don't really think it's bad.
Exactly. So what do you think is the reason why when a player leaves their academy and goes somewhere else, they tend to do better than when they are, promoted to the first team in the same team that they were nurtured?
But really, when you think about it, is that what happens? There are, I don't necessarily, I think really, if you're going to make it as a professional footballer, you will make it. Whether you're an academy product or you're not. If you look at somebody like let's go back to Arsenal's academy product and start from home, if you like, Nigeria. Somebody like Alex Iwobi. He entered the first team and I was 50-50. I was not blown away by him from the outset.
Yeah.
But after a while, he started winning me over and I thought, well, maybe with good coaching, he could actually have a career at Arsenal. Yeah. I think, but you see, I think his development, if you like, he came at a bad time for the club because he was, he actually came through when Arsene Wenger had other issues that he was dealing with.
Yeah.
So maybe he wasn't managed as well.
A bad place, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So maybe he wasn't managed or developed, optimally. But then when you think about it, he was sold, and he was sold for a lot of money.
Yeah, everybody.
But you see, Did he do anything at Everton? Not really. In fits and starts, yes, but not consistently.
But
He was
again,
now
Everton
sold.
reacted.
Sorry?
But again, Everton, not as a team, not been doing good to fighting relegation and stuff like that.
But yeah, I agree with you. But
And
you see, if you're going
different
to do
philosophy.
it, but if you're going to do it, you will do it. I mean, after all, Wayne Rooney, didn't he start at Everton?
Oh, Richard, that was a different Everton.
No, it was not no. I don't
That
agree
was a
with you. It
different
was
Everton. That you had Mikel Arteta,
no,
had Ferguson. Come on now.
no. But they were a
Remember
mid-table
who was
team.
the right back? Coleman. Remember?
He's still their right back. He's still their right back. He's still there.
No, he can't be there now. He's still there.
He's still there. He's still there.
Hold
Oh, he's still there.
I don't
He's club captain. He's still there. He's club captain. So, the point I think I'm trying to make is that
I understand what you're saying.
maybe Arsenal's problem is the quality of the so-called academy personnel. Because when you think about it, look at the number of players that we've let go. Declan Rice was an Arsenal player. I hope you know. Initially, they let him go.
Mhm.
They let him go. Harry Kane, they let him go. Who else? I can't think, but there are a few. There are at least six or seven that have made it in the Premier League that actually started at Arsenal.
Yeah,
So,
it happens everywhere. Not only Arsenal. It's the same thing that Spiro was in. Spiro was in Chelsea as well. They let him go in the academy before he came to Arsenal.
exactly. But you see, okay, conversely, somebody like Nketiah, he started at Chelsea. They let him go.
Yeah.
They did something right. Chelsea did something right for once. They let him go.
Manchester United, they didn't sign him as a youngster.
He went for a trial. That's a bit different.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different. You know, they never signed him. He never.
something.
You know,
He went there
sorry,
twice.
Shama, go ahead.
He went there twice, and they didn't see anything good about him.
Yeah, I agree. But the point I'm making is that maybe I think Arsenal's academy is improving. I think that what will happen is maybe over the next 5 or 6 years, as long as Edu and Arteta remain in position, that I think you'll see a larger number of academy graduates actually coming through to the first team. Hopefully it will be like Manchester City, because if you look at City, their strike rate is impressive.
Yeah.
Even the people they let go, if you look at somebody like Palmer, I mean, can you imagine Arsenal letting somebody like that go?
Yeah, I agree with you.
City have let him go.
What's that boy's name that plays right back, midfield? That one.
Lewis. That can't get a game. He can't get a game in the city, but he's a wonderful player. If you look at that other boy, I think that plays on the right side, the Norwegian, the black Norwegian, half Norwegian, half, I don't know where, but anyway, he plays for Norway, Bob.
Yeah.
They have a lot of young.
Yeah.
They have a lot of
the team that have done maybe best most is Liverpool.
Yes. Remember what they did in the last season, it was shown.
Trent, this other boy now taking over from Trent, and he's doing bits. You know, they have a lot of players in the academy. Yeah.
I think the problem is the academy. But like I said, I think we'll see better results in the coming years. I think it was too. It wasn't very well. Well, maybe I'm not there. I don't know.
Yeah, and the fans need to do better of holding these players accountable. Stop with this emotional. Is one of our own
attachment.
So, yeah,
yes.
They need to hold them accountable as well. That they hold other players that come from outside, because that's what I believe. Arsenal and Manchester United fans, they keep saying this is one of our own. I don't want to hear that. Everybody earns their pay, so let them do the job.
I agree with you.
Yeah, guys, thank you very much for our viewers. It's been an interesting debate out here, me and Richard today, and I really enjoyed it. Richard, that's why I missed you. This didn't start today. Me and Richard have been on this thing for over 20 years. I remember when we were talking about
it's a very long time.
It's a long time. Me and Richard, anywhere we meet, we can spend 2 hours talking Arsenal. That's how it is. And somehow he takes something from me, I take from him, and we move on. It's always been it's wonderful today again. Actually, I know you enjoyed this one. I'm sure our viewers also going to enjoy it. Thank you, guys. And Avia, don't forget to let us know what you think about these views we discussed today, the debate we had, and the comment section. And we're going to have some content as well. There's going to be an article that I wrote about this discussion today on the website. You can also go there and read up some more stats and information about Arsenal the summer, the season before, and what expectations are going to be the coming season. And we're going to be here again next week. By then, Arsenal probably would have completed their transfers, and we'll see what the team looks like and draw our expectations for Arteta and his men going into next season, and what we think they should be achieving with the squad that Arsenal will assemble this summer. Guys, thank you very much for stopping by.
Right.
It's always a pleasure, and I will see you guys again. Ciao.
All right. Sonny, Chioma. All right. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Ricky.
Bye.